Many people spend years believing their life would become easier if just one person around them would change. Maybe a friend would become more responsible. Maybe a family member would make better choices. Maybe a loved one would finally understand everything they have been trying to explain. So they keep giving advice, worrying, correcting, and hoping. But after years of effort, they often discover something surprising. The other person has not changed much, yet they themselves have become exhausted. The Stoics understood a truth that many people learn too late. You cannot find peace by trying to control another person's path. 1. The trap of good intentions. Most people do not start with a desire to control others. They start with care. When someone you love keeps making mistakes, it feels natural to help. You offer suggestions. You share your experience. You try to guide them in a better direction. At first, this seems harmless. The problem begins when concern slowly turns into attachment. You stop simply caring about the person and start depending on their improvement for your own peace of mind. Without realizing it, your happiness becomes connected to choices that are not yours to make. 2. Why this creates frustration. The mind quietly creates a deal with reality. It says, when they become more responsible, I will feel better. When they change their habits, life will become easier. When they finally understand me, everything will improve. But there is a problem. Your peace is now dependent on another person's decisions. And because you cannot control those decisions, frustration becomes unavoidable. The more attached you become to a specific outcome, the more disappointed you feel when reality refuses to cooperate. 3. The hidden cost. What makes this pattern dangerous is the amount of energy it steals. You spend hours thinking about someone else's behavior. You replay conversations. You imagine solutions. You worry about their future. Meanwhile, your own life waits in the background. Goals remain unfinished. Habits remain neglected. Opportunities pass by unnoticed. The energy that could improve your own character is being spent trying to manage a life that does not belong to you. This is why so many people feel busy but make little progress. Their effort is real, but it is directed towards something they cannot control. 4. The Stoic perspective. The Stoics constantly reminded themselves of a simple distinction. Some things are within your control. Other things are not. Your actions, attitudes, decisions, and character belong to you. Another person's thoughts, choices, habits, and priorities do not. The moment you forget this distinction, you begin carrying a burden that was never meant for you. You keep searching for the perfect words, the perfect argument, or the perfect moment that will finally change someone. But growth cannot be forced. It can only be chosen. 5. Why acceptance matters. Many people misunderstand acceptance. They think acceptance means approval. It does not. Acceptance simply means seeing reality clearly. You can recognize someone's flaws without making those flaws your responsibility. You can prefer that things improve without demanding that they improve before you allow yourself peace. Acceptance is not weakness. It is the decision to stop fighting battles that cannot be won. The moment you stop arguing with reality, a surprising amount of energy returns to your life. 6. Redirecting your attention. Imagine taking all the energy currently spent worrying about another person's choices and investing it in yourself, your health, your discipline, your goals, your learning, your emotional strength. What would happen after 1 year? What would happen after 5 years? The answer is obvious. Progress becomes possible because your effort is finally aimed at something responsive, your own life. This is where real growth begins. Not when others change, but when you take responsibility for yourself. One of the greatest lessons of Stoicism is that peace does not come from changing people. It comes from accepting what is outside your control and focusing on what is within it. You can offer support. You can share wisdom. You can be present for the people you care about. But you cannot live their lives for them. Every person must walk their own path and learn their own lessons. The moment you stop carrying responsibilities that were never yours, your mind becomes lighter, your energy returns, and your attention shifts back to the one life you truly have the power to shape, your own. And that is where lasting peace begins.